All right. Well, I think we're live. We're going to get the camera mounted up here and where we want it and get the position that we want it. If anybody is finding this, you can make comments on in the chat, and I'll have to then work my way around to seeing them. Okay, so this is our Strat-o-matic Baseball League. I call it the Vintage Baseball League, but I'm not sure that's what it's officially called. But we are playing game one here between the Bustin' Babes. We had our draft just a number of days ago, and we are playing game one of the season. There's 8 teams in the league. This is the Bustin' Babes, of course, led by Babe Ruth, 1920, and against the Texas Railroaders with their star pitcher on the mound, Pete Alexander. Pete Alexander from 1920. So on the mound today for the Bustin' Babes is Nip Winters, a Negro League star player, and then Pete Alexander for the Railroaders. For the Babes, the lineup is Eddie Collins will lead off and play second base. Cy Williams batting second in left field. Babe Ruth will bat third and first base. Happy Felsch in center field will bat fourth. Home Run Baker, Frank Baker, will play third base and bat fifth. Oh, I forgot batting fifth actually was Wildfire Schulte. And then sixth is Home Run Baker. Seventh, Honus Wagner. Earl Smith will bat eight. And then the pitcher, Nip Winters, will bat ninth. And they are the visiting team. For the home team, it is Sam Rice leading off in center field, Harry Heilman at first base. Ken Williams will be in left field, High Pockets Kelly in third base. Sam Crawford in right field, Glenn Wright at shortstop, Miller Huggins at second base, and Johnny Gooch behind the plate with Pete Alexander on the mound. And we're getting ready to get started. I see there is a person on, so feel free to drop a message into the chat if you want. But we are getting ready to get started. Here's the scoreboard here. I'm not sure how well you can see it. Sometimes I could zoom in a little bit to help you out. But then the dice are coming out of the tower right over here and should be around in this area here. So I see actually a couple of people on. We're just getting ready to start. Top of the first. And it is Eddie Collins leading off for the Bustin' Babes against the Texas Railroaders, Pete Alexander. And we are underway. Now, just I'm going to go ahead and just we'll leave that as a 3. It was a 3-6, a 3-2. Whenever there's an edge right here, and whenever the dice rolls off the edge, I drop it back to the top of the tower again. Just FYI. So there's a 3-2 there. And so it's a 3-5. And for Eddie Collins, that's going to be a leadoff single. So Eddie gets things started right off the bat with a ground ball single up the middle. And Collins is at first base for the Bustin' Babes. Behind the plate is Johnny Gooch. He's a -3. Alexander is a 0 hold, so we'll be holding Eddie Collins, and that'll make him a 1-10 should he get his lead. And Keith, let's see, I've got some comments here. Let's see. I'm rooting for a 28 inning game. Okay, yeah, thanks a lot. Hey, Emma B, what's up? Tucson Tigers checking in. All right, I'm seeing your comments over there. Keith didn't tell me what how aggressive he wanted to be on the base paths. So I'll be checking in with him from time to time. I'm thinking 1 to 10 is probably not what he's going to go with. So Cy Williams will bat second. The batter for the runner first is Eddie Collins. That's a 10 on that roll, so nothing. I've gone back to where I'm just rolling I'm going to roll just the 3 dice first and then roll the D20 for split rolls and that sort of thing afterwards. So Pete Alexander with the man at first, nobody out. It's a 3-4. 3-4 for Cy Williams. That is a fly ball left field B. Ken Williams puts it away. It's a left field B question mark. And Collins will hold up at first base. I'm sure we could do the math, but I don't think the odds are going to be very good. So with 1 out and 1 on, here comes the Babe. I will look over and try to see y'all's comments from time to time. All right, so here's what I call the havoc roll for a wild pitch, balk, etc. There's nothing. It's a 15, and Babe Ruth steps in against Pete Alexander. Here's the pitch. It is a 5-7 lefty, 5-7. He struck him out. So first matchup of the year between Pete Alexander and Babe Ruth, and it is a strikeout on a 5-7 roll to the left-hander. So with 2 outs and Eddie Collins at first base, here is Happy Felsch. Oh, I forgot to roll the havoc roll. We'll leave that roll in place. That's a 17. It's a 2-3 for Felsch against the right-hander. That is a ground ball 2-3. I'm trying to be extra careful here as I'm getting started. So right-hander 2-3 is a ground ball out to the shortstop. So ball in play, ground ball out at first, right over to Heilman, and that will retire the side in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Nip Winters will take the mound for the Bustin' Babes. He will face Sam Rice, Harry Heilman, and Ken Williams leading off the bottom of the first. Here's Sam Rice. It is I always try to bring these in view for you if I don't feel like they are. A 6'9". Rice is a left-hander. A 6'9" he gets the ball up in the air to left field, but that is a can of corn for Cy Williams. And I don't know if I got that score. Let's see, fly out. Here we go. And that's out number 1. Harry Heilman steps to the plate. His first at bat of the day. It is a 4-3. Righty 4-3. That is a right field X. Playing right field is Wildfire Schulte. He is a 2E8 on his card. That converts. We'll check that out if necessary. We'll go ahead and roll so it's a 13. He's going to range it. And the error roll is an 8. I feel confident that's not going to be anything. I look at the E8 or lower. I do not see an 8 roll anywhere higher than that. So that is going to be a fly out to Wildfire Schulte and right. And with 2 outs and nobody on, it's Ken Williams. Bottom of the first. 6-7, lefty, 6-7. It's a split roll. 1 to 9 is a single. It is a 16, so he lines out to second base. And we are scoreless after 1. See what you guys are saying over here. Supposed to be working. Keith, 2-4. Is that what you were rooting for, or did I misread one? All right, we'll go to. No, you said 2-3 for who was it, Keith? Was it my team at bat or yours? The final out in the umpire review. Okay, I got you. So you're right. It didn't change it, but it would have been a fly ball right field B instead of a ground out to shortstop. All right. Thanks. I'll watch it a little carefully. VAR. I'll watch more carefully. All right, we go to the top of the second. High pockets Kelly, or rather, that's still showing my. Oh, there we go. Wildfire Schulte is due up. Top of the second. It's a 4-5. 4-5 lefty is a in home run 1-4. It is a 15, so a fly ball right field B. So he gets the ball up in there to right field. Crawford settles under it, puts it away for out number 1. With 1 down, here is Frank Baker. This is awesome, huh? Thanks, Tony. Hopefully, I'll have some fun play-by-play to call during the game. All right, home run Baker steps in. It is a 6-7 lefty against Pete. Is a ground out to second base. Baker puts the ball on the ground. Huggins scoops it up over to Heilman, and there are 2 away. Needs home cooking. 2 down. And it's Honus Wagner. Rolled off the table. I don't know if you were on earlier, Keith. Whenever it rolls off the edge, whatever one gets over here off the edge, I just pick it up and drop it back through the tower again. Just keep it consistent. And I'll do it that way every time. 3-4. 3-4 versus a righty. Fly ball. Honus Wagner puts the ball in the air to right. Crawford has it sized up. He puts it away. And that will end things in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Nip Winters will toe the rubber again in the bottom of the second. And he will face High Pockets Kelly, George Kelly, to start it off. Are you broadcasting on Game Changer? Yes. This should be on Game Changer as well. Sorry. Brief interruption. We had a commercial break. There was somebody at the door. All right. George Kelly steps in, facing Nip Winters. It's a 4-6 against a right-hander. 4-6 is a single 1-9. It's an 18. So he grounds out to first base. Ruth smothers it at the ground ball at first base, takes it himself for out number 1. 1 down, bottom of the second. Are you broadcast? Oh, all right. You already asked me that. Okay. Here's Sam Crawford for the first time today. Crawford steps in. It's a 5-10 lefty, 5-10 ground ball, shortstop X. Shortstop is Honus Wagner. He is a 1E60 on his card, but that, let's see what that converts to. I've got the chart right here, just a quick reference to it. He's from 1911, so that converts to an E24. So he's a 1E24. Roll that 1. It's a good thing he's a 1, or that would probably be a hit. But he makes the play. 6 on an E24 at shortstop. No, 24. Oh, ouch. Actually, no, wait a minute. It's an 8, not a 6. Okay. I'm glad I double checked that with the camera so you guys could see. 20 or, yep, he makes the play. Wagner bobbles it a little, but whips it over to Ruth at first base, and he gets the out. Have to run pick up my son. Don't cheat while I'm gone. Well, there's other people watching, so hopefully I'll get the numbers right. I'm feeling a little bit of pressure with the people watching. Like, oh gosh, I can't make a mistake. Can't make a mistake. Okay. We go. Oh, there's 2 outs. That's just 2 outs. All right, Glenn Wright's the hitter. Glenn Wright to face Winters. It's a 3-8. Lefty 3-8. Oh man, that's what we would call a field goal. On that Glenn Wright card, a 3-7 is a double, a 3-9 is a double single split roll, and a 3-8. Unless there was a runner, it is clutch. He's positive clutch here, but nobody's on base, so it's a ground out to shortstop. So Wright puts the ball on the ground. We'll call it a hard ground ball. Wagner backhands it, throws it over to Ruth, and that will retire the side. We go to the top of the third, no score between the Bustin' Babes and the Texas Railroaders in this game 1 of this 2-game series. Earl Smith will be the batter in the top of the third for the Bustin' Babes. Here comes Pete Alexander for his 3rd inning of work. It is a 3-6. Righty, 3-6. Earl. That ball's hit to the gap. Rice nor Crawford is going to get to it. He will round first and cruise into second with a no-out double. So Earl Smith with the leadoff double for the Babes in the bottom of the or top of the third, rather. And that brings up the pitcher, Nip Winters. Now, let's see. Let's look at his pitching card here. He's a C bunter, but a 4-hitter. Oh, and Keith just left, too. Keith just left. Let me double check. Oh, I can't check my email because I'm using my phone. Oh, does he want to try to bunt? Earl Smith over to third base. And he's a C bunter. I'm gonna bring the corners in, so he would be a D. I would think that he probably wouldn't want to do that. Anybody want to comment? D bunter. He still gets a sack done with a 3, 4, 5, or 7. Swing away. All right, we're going to swing away. We're going with that call. Here's the Havoc roll. Nothing. Havoc, I call it for the wild pitch. And Nip Winter steps in. Runner at second, nobody out. Ooh, a 3-7. A 3-7 on that pitcher's card is a strikeout. So 1 down. And return to the top of the lineup, please. Thank you very much. And it's Eddie Collins. Collins is 1 for 1. He singled his first time up to lead off the game. Here's the havoc roll with Smith at second base, 15-0. And Collins looks to see if he can pick up an early run here. It is a 4-10. Lefty, 4-10. That is a ballpark single chance. In my park, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. I know it's ones on home runs. I mean, I think what I did was 10. I'll go in the other room and check real quick just to make sure. Yeah, 1 to 10. 1 to 10 is a 1-star single. Here's the roll. It's a 2. So Eddie Collins is 2 for 2. It's not an RBI, but he does squeak one through to left field. Smith will stop at third, and runners are on the corners. Yeah, thanks for checking that for me. I read in the other room and checked it. Runners are on the corners with 1 out. Eddie Collins at first. We're going to bring the corners in. Actually, I'm going to bring the infield all the way in. So infield is in. I just want to double check something. I made some notes recently. When the infield is in, pounds and pluses are 2-star singles. Infield or corners in, no range change, but pounds are singles, 2-star singles. Another quick thing I need a quick refresher on is if I can still hold Eddie Collins at first base when I have the infield in. I'm looking at that real quick. If anybody that's on knows the certainty of that. Holding base runners. I feel pretty certain that I can, but I don't want to make a mistake here on this first game. I'm got the game and people are watching. I don't want to make a mistake. Shoot. Let's see. Here we go. Holding runners on base. A runner may be held here. It's rule number 23.8. 23.81. A runner may be held on base when the infield is playing back. Additionally, in super advanced play, any runner may be held when the infield is playing the corners in. Depending on the runner's base, he is held. So it actually kind of looks like, just with a quick read, that I cannot hold him at first with the infield in. All right. I'm not let's see. He's a 1-15. I don't hold him. He gets his lead automatically. It'd be 1-12 to steal. And he doesn't have to get his jump. So, Keith, where are you? This is one. Does he want to go 1-12 with Collins? Somebody text Keith and ask him if he wants to steal on a 1-12 with Collins. Or I could hold him, and we'll find out that I'll find that out later, and I'll have the corners in. I'll do that for now. All right, corners in. I would probably normally have the infield in this situation, but it's early in the game, so I'll do corners in so I can hold him at first. He's not going to go on 1-10, and the runner Earl Smith there. Here's Cy Williams. So here's the Havoc rolls a 3, so nothing there. Williams steps in. There's one out. Runners on the corners. It's a 2-7. Alexander, 2-7 is a fly ball center field B ? Okay, now this is going to be interesting. Earl Smith is not a super fast guy, so it may not. I'm going to go ahead and score. Fly ball. Batter out. Sam Rice in center is a -3 arm. Yeah, he's not going to. I doubt he's going to want to go on that. It's going to be the center field, the fly ball ? Third is runner plus F is +2 if it's a right field. So it's not. It's going to be 1-7 for him to score on that. I feel fairly certain that he's not going to want to go on a 1-7. So, 2 down. Runners on the corner still. And we'll play our defense at normal depth. Normal depth now. And it's the Babe. No place to put him. Let's see. How's Happy in the clutch? All right, it's early. I'm going to pitch to him. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Pete struck him out the first time. Let's see how it goes. Babe Ruth steps in. Uh-oh. It may be a walk anyway. Righty, 3-7 it is. So he pitches carefully to him. It's an intentional walk. Ruth gets the walk. And with 2 outs, it is Happy Felsch in the clutch. And he is a positive clutch, but it's like on low rolled numbers. So, all right, here's the Havoc roll. Bases loaded. Smith at third, Collins at second, Ruth at first. Here's Happy Felsch. Alexander, here's the pitch. Oh, 1 off the board. It's a 2-4. Righty, 2-4 is a fly ball right field B ? That's the same roll that Happy made the out on the last time he was up. So that's going to be a fly ball. Sam Crawford puts it away. They leave him loaded. And we go to the bottom of the third. Doing my double check. Yep. All right, I had that right. Bottom of the third. Miller Huggins will be leading it off for the Railroaders. I keep checking the chat. You guys aren't saying anything, so I guess you're just kind of following along. Okay, here's Miller Huggins, the switch hitting second baseman for the Railroaders, batting right-handed against Nip Winters. Winters throws the rubber. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-7. That is a second base X. Eddie Collins is awfully good over there. He's a 1 E28. We'll just go ahead and roll it. It's a 4, so he ranges it. A 10. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be anything, but we'll see what that converts to. A 28 in 1911 makes him an 11. There won't be a 10 there. Yeah, no, he makes the play. Thank you, Tony. Thanks for watching. We are scoreless in the top of the third, 1 down. And Miller Huggins grounds out. That'll bring up the catcher, Johnny Gooch. He's a switch hitter as well. He'll bat right-handed against Nip Winters. Gooch getting the start in game 1 today ahead of Muddy Rule. Here's the pitch. It's a 5-7. Switch hitter, 5-7 bat. Another second base X. We'll go ahead and roll it real quick. Oh, 2 off the board. I'll go ahead and roll those again. This one's way over here. It's a 3, so it's a 7 and a 16. He ranges it. That's going to be an out. So again, Eddie Collins, solid defensively, gets the second out, and then that brings up Pete Alexander having his first. Fans yelling "Gooch." They're not booing, ladies and gentlemen. They are not booing. They're yelling "Gooch," and here comes Pete with his number 4 hitting card. A 2-5 on that card is another ground ball to Eddie Collins. This one, a can of corn on the ground, that is. I don't know if you call those on the ground a can of corn, do you? And anyway, it's an easy play for Eddie Collins. He makes all 3 outs in the inning. And when the Railrunners come back to bat, they'll be at the top of their order. So we go to the top of the 4th, no score. Wildfire Schulte will be the leadoff hitter in the top of the 4th. Last inning, the Buffston Babes left the bases loaded. Here's Schulte. We got a spinner. It's a 1-8. Righty 1-8. That's a single. It's a split roll single 1-14. Yep, off the board. It's a 5. So a leadoff single for Schulte. And he is at first base. He's a star stealer also. So we'll have to hold him. Holding him will make him a 1-10 to steal. And Frank Baker will be the hitter. Now, I kind of wish that Keith was on here because I don't know how much of a bunter he is. Frank Baker, Home Run Baker, as he's nicknamed, who did hit 11 home runs in 1911. So that is a pretty good number to be called home run. He is also an A bunter. Now, due up after him, Honus Wagner, then Earl Smith, and then Nip Winters. So, AJ, are you still on? You want to make a call for Keith on this one? We'll bring the corners in, so he'll be a B bunter. And we're holding Wildfire at first base. I know I can do that. Keith sent me some things by email, but I'm using my phone here. I got my mini over here. I got my other iPad over here. And I'll text Keith. Okay, see what kind of bunter he is. I'm unable to text him myself because I'm using my phone as my camera here. So I may have, you know what? My iPad, which is off to this side over here, my other one, also I can text from that, but It's about to die. So far, who do we have on? I see 3 people watching. I know AJ's on. Tony, right? Who else? Emma? Give me some feedback so far. Is this, can you make any of this out at all? I mean, obviously you can see there's a runner at first. You can see when there's runners on. But are you able to see or make out any names? Like, here's Alexander, outfield, Williams, Rice, Crawford. Are you able to make any of that out? Here's the lineup over here. You see Home Run Baker is up when I flip it over to my team. The names, no, not the names. Okay. Occasionally, maybe in a certain situation, I could zoom in a little bit. I might do a zoom in to help whoever's watching see what's up. But you're able to follow and see who's out at that there's a runner on at first base, so that's good. You can tell when there's. I think you failed saying wildfire. Oh, am I supposed to say wildfire? Can see the dice. Okay, good. Yeah, I think the dice are pretty easy to see. I try to keep them within the, and most of the time when I roll them, they stay within view. Regardless, so I don't know if are you waiting to hear back from? I'm gonna go ahead and roll the Havoc roll to see if there's anything. So it's an 18. The D20 is always hard to read. I don't know. 18. So nothing on that. And we're wait. I guess feel like I'm there. Awesome, Tony. I can't wait till I'm rolling one of our games. Did you hear anything from Keith? AJ? He hasn't texted me back. You want to make a call? You want to bunt? Frank Baker? He is called Home Run Baker, so he might want to swing. Guy's called Home Run Baker. He hit 11 home runs in 1911. That was enough to get you called Home Run Baker. Your call. I'm going to have him swing away. Swing here. Tony says I'd swing here. My 2 sons have walked in the room, Cameron and Trace. So they're taking in the game a little bit. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-6. Baker. Uh-oh. That's going to be something. So the swing away it's a split roll on Alexander's card. 1 to 5 is a double. And 2-star single. Otherwise, it's an 8. So Baker doesn't bunt and laces a line drive single to right field. Schulte moves around all the way to third. On the last play, there we go. And the runners are in the corners, and the Babes are threatening again with nobody out. So Schulte at third base, Baker the runner at first. And that brings up Honus Wagner with runners on the corners and nobody out. I'm bringing the infield in. Trace the stealing baseman. Say hi to him for me, and Cameron too. Hey, AJ says, hey, they just walked out. I really kind of want to bring the infield in here. That means I can't hold Baker, and he would get a free jump, which, you know what? He pretty much gets a free jump anyway. His role, to get his lead is 2 through 12. So he gets his jump anyway. So it'll be 1 to 12 without me holding him. I hate to get him thrown out with nobody out. And Keith said he wouldn't have run. So I've got the infield in. And Honus Wagner at the plate. Here's the pitch. It's a 6'10". If y'all can see that over there, I'll bring it over here a little closer. 6'10" righty. 6'10". Uh-oh. It's a shortstop X. Glenn Wright is my shortstop today. Let's double check him. He is a 1E26. A 1E26 at shortstop. So let's see what happens here. One went off the board. So a 16, he ranges it, which is going to be a G1, which is good for me, but a 12 on the error roll. So let's check that at shortstop, E26. And bam, there it is. That is a one base error. So we'll go ball in play, ground ball. We got a error, shortstop. This runner is safe. It's 1-0, Babes, and runners at first and second now. Still nobody out. Alexander hoping for some defense behind him. And, you know, his card with that E26, yeah, 12 is that's a problematic roll for errors. It's true. That's true. But it's the only one. He doesn't have any other one other than 17 and 18 for a two-base error. But 12 is the only number. So, all right, here's Earl Smith, a 16, so nothing. Smith steps in. And here's Alexander with runners at first and second, nobody out, and 1 run in. 6-4, lefty. 6-4 is a center field X. That's Sam Rice. He is a 2E8 with the adjusted. E8 is his adjusted number. Oh. Uh-oh, it's a 4. Double check that. Let's see on the outfield chart. 4-2, it's an F1. The error is a 10. So that is not going to be an error. So let's just see the results on the F1. Fly out, all runners tag and advance 1 base. So that ball hit deep to center. Rice on the track, at the wall, up against it. He makes the catch. But Frank Baker and Wagner both tag up in advance. So with 1 out, there's runners at second and third, and the batter is Nip Winters. And we are going to once again bring the infield all the way in, everybody in. And that would make Winters a D bunter. Here's the havoc roll. A 9. He's got a decent hitting card with that 4. I got to get it pulled up again. I don't know what I've done with my pitcher's hitting cards. Oh. It is a 1-5. And that is a single. Oh, man. Nip Winters comes through. Let's go ahead and score that. Single. It's an open single, so it's the center field. Baker scores. Wagner, let's see, as the trail runner. Let's see, it's an open single. Open single. So from second, it's going to be his running speed, which is 14, minus the arm, which is a -3. So that's 11. We weren't holding him, so he gets +1. That's 12. And T, that would be if there were 2 outs. So 1 to 12 for Wagner to score with 1 out. Keith. Yeah, that was heads up base running. To tag up at first base and move to second. 1 to 10 for Wagner with Eddie Collins coming up. I mean, 1 to 12, 1 to 12, 1 to 12. Send him. That's one thing I got to find out from Keith for a roll game too. How aggressive is he on the bases? Me, I would, boy, that 12. If it was any higher, I'd probably go for sure. It's 1 to 12. Nope, only 1 out. And it'd be runners on the corners and Eddie Collins coming up if he holds up. %60 chance to score. Is there a 60% chance that Eddie Collins gets a hit? Probably not. Hold up. All right, we'll hold him up because we've got Collins and then Cy Williams and then Babe due up. So there's still just 1 out. Nip Winters is the runner at first. We'll bring the infield all the way in this time and not worry about holding Nip Winters. Let's see. I'd hold him. Nothing on that. All right, Collins coming up. Infield all the way in. 2 runs in for the Babes. They're up 2 to nothing. Here's Collins. It is a 4-6 lefty again. Oh, that's that one spot. That's that one roll on against lefties on Alexander's card. And he hit it again. 4-6. 1 to 5 is a double. It's a 10. It's a 2-star single. So Eddie, I think that makes him 3 for 3. Wagner ends up scoring, and Winters moves around to third base. So runners are still on the corners for Cy Williams. Here's the replay on that. Here's the pitch from Alexander. Collins rips that one to right field. And that is an RBI. Runners on the corners. Collins again. We'll bring the corners in this time. Corners only and hold him. So 1 to 10. Getting away a little bit. Babes up 3 to nothing. Top of the 4th. Here's Cy Williams. A 4. No way. That's that same roll again. 4-6 again. 1 to 5 is a double. To 12, it's another 2-star single. I mean, you don't, figure that you're going to just, it's the third time it's come up. You just don't figure that's going to happen that often. Winter scores. Collins moves around to third. And it's 4 to nothing. 4 in. And Alexander is in danger of getting tired if one more run scores. And it's Ruth at the plate. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, this isn't looking good. There are some double play balls on Alexander's card, so we'll hope for that. All right, here's the Havoc roll. Oop, rolled off. Drop it again. It's an 18, so nothing. Babe steps in. Could blow this game wide open now. Here's the pitch. It is oh my gosh. It was almost that 4-6 again. 4-5 this time. That is a home run 1-4. Here's the roll. It's a 13, but it's a fly ball right field B, so that's going to be a sac fly for the Babe. Batter out, sac fly. Williams does not advance there. And it's 5-0, and Pete Alexander is officially tired. We're going to try to finish the inning with him. Williams at first. We are holding him. Happy Felsch is the batter. Havoc. 12. And here's the pitch. A 1-4 for Felsch is a walk. Really taking a chance here, leaving Alexander in the game to try to get this last out in the 4th. Runners at first and second for Wildfire Schulte. It's a 1. Alexander is a wild pitch 1, so we'll do it again. It's an 18, so nothing. Here's the pitch to Schulte. A 3-11 against a righty, and he finally gets out of the inning. That is a ground ball to first base. Heilman smothers it over there, takes it himself, and that is the end of the top of the 4th. Wow, a long top of the 4th. Good thing that 1-4 didn't happen with her. Yeah, yeah. And so we go to the bottom of the 4th, and the Bustin' Babes have busted it out. 5-0. On the other side, the Railroaders have just now gotten back to the top of their order. Here's Sam Rice. Rice will lead it off against Nip Winters. 2-5. 2-6. 2-6. Lefty pops him up in the infield. Eddie Collins really getting a workout today. Pop fly. Collins is under it. Puts it away. Out number 1. Here's Harry Heilman. Heilman is 0 for 1 in the game. A 4-9 righty, 4-9. He puts the ball on the ground. Baker scoops it up at third base. On over to first. And there's 2 away. So the Railroaders not coming back and having an answer inning, but rather, is he throwing a no-hitter? Let me double check. That's a good question. Stats, pitching. Yes, he is actually. Yes, he's not giving up a hit. Well, you just jinxed him there. So here comes Ken Williams. Thank you for doing that, though. A 3-9 up. Oh, it's not a hit. Wait a minute. Against the oh, he struck him out. On the left side, the 3-9 against the lefty is a strikeout. And the no-hitter is through 4 now. 5-0. We go to the top of the 5th inning, and there will be a new pitcher. New pitcher for the Railroaders to see if we can keep this game close for a while and get our chance to get back in it. So we're going to go to or if I go to Meadows, that same 4-6 roll is going to be a killer. I don't really feel like going to a right-handed pitcher right now. Yeah, so that's what it's going to be then. Lee Meadows will be the new pitcher. Try to get some long relief here. So Alexander's day is done. Sub out relief pitcher. Let's find my pitcher here. The bench has Lee Meadows right there. Yes, that's correct. So Meadows is now the new pitcher. No double switch here. Thought about it, but I'm not going to do it. So this is really great. Thank you. You got to change the channel though. Oh, got to change the channel though. Good luck. Great stuff. Thanks, Tony. All right, so we go to the top of the fifth. The new batter facing home run Baker is Lee Meadows. The new pitcher facing home run Baker. A 2-11. Now, Meadows is a right-handed pitcher also. A 2-11 is a split roll. 15 is a single. Wow. Oh, wait. Yeah, no. 1-15. And it's a 1. So they come back and right where they left off. And Baker's the runner at first. Now, we're not going to hold him. It would, with my pitcher-catcher combination now, be a -4. So 1-11 for Baker. And here's Honus Wagner. Havoc, a 6. Wagner. There's that 4-6 again. I cannot believe that. It's a split roll, double, 2-star, 1-2, or a single, 3-20. Wow. I don't know what I can do to stop rolling that. All right, so it's a single. But it's enough to move Baker around to third. And runners on the corners again with nobody out. We may have to wave the white flag here. Earl Smith is the batter. Runners on the corners. Oh, off the table, roll it again. It's a 16. Wagner is would be 1-11 to go also with no hold. Nothing on the Havoc. Here's Smith. 1 off the table. It's a 6-8. Lefty 6-8. Hey, we got an out. Pop out to second base. Huggins puts it away for 1 out, and that will bring up Nip Winters. We're going to bring the infield all the way in. Infield is all the way in. Wagner can go, but he's a 1-11. And Winters will be the hitter, and he would be a debunter at this. So he got a RBI hit earlier, so why not? Here's the pitch. He may have something again. It is the one over here. Let me see if I can get that one. It is a 6. All right, so it's a 110. A 110. Oh, no. That is a double play ground out to third base. Our ground ball. Batter out. Double play. 5-4-3. And Baker doesn't score on that. So And get out of that, had the runners on the corners with nobody out and end up getting out of it with a pop out and a double play. But then when they come back up, they're going to be at the top of their order again with Eddie Collins, who is just on fire today. Nip Winters will take the mound for his fifth inning of work. He's pitching a no-hitter, and he will face High Pockets Kelly. George Kelly. I got to do something. They're falling off the table too much over here. 3-3. 3-3 against a lefty is a ball on the ground to Wagner. He scoops it up on over to first. And there's one away. That brings up Sam Crawford. Crawford is 0 for 1 on the game. It's a 2-3 for Crawford. And that is a solid single to left. So Crawford breaks up the no-hitter. Line drive single, and Crawford is on at first base with the first hit of the game. Double check that. 2-3, lefty, lefty. Yep, single to left. All right. So Crawford's on at first. Their hold is let's see, +1 with the catcher Smith, a -1. So that's a 0. It'll be a -2. Crawford -2 with a hold. It'll be 1 to 13 if he got his jump. Or 1 to 15 and he gets a free jump. So we'll say they're holding him 1 to 13. He's going to try. He is not picked off. Okay, so now I've got to roll a 2 through 9 or 11. It's a 5, so he does get his jump. There's the pitch. Crawford goes. The throw down to second base. A 13. Oh, he is. Boy, it is bang, bang. 1 to 13. So we'll go called strike. Crawford with the stolen base, and he's at second base with 1 out. Here's Glenn Wright. We got a 11 on the havoc roll, and the pitch. It's a 1-9, lefty 1-9. Ground ball, second base C. So he puts the ball on the ground to second. Collins gets the out. Crawford moves up to third base, but with 2 outs. And that leaves it to Miller Huggins in the clutch, where he definitely loses some there. All right, I got to put something up right here to keep those in. 12 on that. All right, Huggins steps in. He's 0 for 1. 6'8". He's a switch hitter batting right-handed, and he lifts the ball to left field. Cy Williams has it sized up and puts it away. So Sam Crawford gets a single. He's still second, moves to third on a fielder's on a ground out to second, but is left stranded at third base. And we go to the top of the 6th, and it's 5-0 Babes. Lee Meadows to face Eddie Collins, who is 3 for 3. 4-9. Boy, there's that 4 column again, but I think a 9. Yeah, well, it's a walk. So Collins with the leadoff walk. Just can't get him out. They have not been able to get him out. And that brings up Cy Williams. Cy is a C bunter, so and they're up 5-0. We'll hold Collins, or rather, we will not hold him for a 1 to 11. Here's the have it. It is a 4. Williams steps in. Way over here in the corner is a 1. It's a 1. 1-6. Yikes. That is going to be a triple 1-13 or a double. And it will be an open double at that. It is an open double with Collins at first base and nobody out. Let's see. Open double. His Collins is a 1-17. We were not holding him, so he gets the minus is 1-14. He gets +1 for not being held. 1-15. 1-15 to score. Will throw. He goes. Here's the throw home. Here's the throw home. It's a 12. He's in there. So Williams with an RBI double. Collins scores, and it's Williams at second base with nobody out. 6-0. A 5 on the Havoc, and here's the Babe. 6 is still within striking distance. We're going to put him on. So Ruth gets a walk. Hopefully you set up a double play. There's nobody out. Runners at first and second for Happy Felsch. 14. Here's the pitch. It's a 5-3. Righty. 5-3 is a pitcher X. So maybe we can get a double play here. Let's see. Oh, he's a 4E39. Oh, my God. Let's see how that translates. It's 1920. Pitchers. It's an E15, so let's go ahead and roll it. Unlikely to be a double play here. Need a high number. Nope, it's a 2, so it's going to be a hit. And a 10 on a E. What did I say? Damn gummit. 39, 15. No 10, but a 2 on the D20 is a 1-star single. So the ball gets up the middle. Rice gets it in quickly, and the bases are loaded with nobody out for Wildfire Schulte, and the infield is all the way in. A 10. Here's the pitch. A 3-9. Righty Schulte 3-9. Ground ball, shortstop B. All right, we may have something here. All right, infield in. Bases loaded. Ground ball B is a 7. Batter safe. Lead runner is out. Other runners advance one base. So that worked out for me on that one, finally. Ground ball. Hang on, I'm double checking. It's a shortstop. Okay. So actually, it's a fielder's choice. Right to Gooch. Williams is out at the plate, and there's one down. And Frank Baker is the batter. One down with Baker. Infield still all the way in. Now, this is something I got to find out from Keith. Keith, I don't know if you're back on, but how aggressive are you as a bunter? Or I need to find that out. Here's the Havoc roll. It's a 9. Baker. A 4-4. There's that 4 column again. Fortunately, this time it didn't hit that 4, 5, or 6. It's a 4-4, which is a catcher X. Gooch is a 3E1, so let's just go ahead and roll it. Oh boy, God, another low roll on the D20. All right, it's a 4. He's a 3, so it's a WG. On the error, it's an 8. No error there. So let's see WG with the bases loaded. That might be a wild pitch, actually. WG. With runners on base, the pitcher uncorks a wild pitch. All runners advance 1 base, and play resumes with the same batter at the plate. With no runners on, there's one of these where it's not an automatic wild pitch, but it's the PF when that comes up. You actually roll again because it goes off the pitcher's wild pitch deal, but this one is a wild pitch. So let's score that. Where are we? Oh, I remember how to do it. It's been a while since he's a game changer. So I slide Ruth safe. We put well, damn it. Let me throw a pitch. Ball. Now do it. Yeah, wild pitch. On same pitch. Schulte moves up on same pitch. Okay. So second, third now with 1 out. And Frank Baker still at the plate. 16. Here's the pitch. 1-7. He's a righty. 1-7. I did have the infield all the way in again. That 1-7 is a ground ball, second base A, but it's got a plus sign, and that means it is a 2-star single. Safe. On last play, Baker gets 2 RBI single, and it is 9-0. Here's Honus Wagner. This got ugly fast, didn't it? A 4-7 righty, 4-7. That is another hit. And the Railroaders fans are already heading towards the exits. Here's the Havoc roll. It's a 16. Earl Smith. A 3-9. Oh my gosh, that's his good column too. That's a walk. Boy, all the rolls have gone the yeah. All the rolls have gone the Bustin' Babe's ways today. Hitting the 4-6 like 3 times on Pete Alexander's card was killer. And now with the bases loaded, it's Nip Winters again. All the rolls have gone the Babe's way today. That's just the way the dice roll sometime. 3, oops, that was a 4. 3-7. Let me check the pitcher's hitting card there. Whew, almost a single. It's a strikeout. For out number 2. And back to the top of the order, Eddie Collins, who is 3 for 3. Walked and scored his last time up as well. Bases loaded with 2 outs. That's a 9. Here's the pitch to Eddie. Oh, my gosh. That's that 4-6 again. How can I keep rolling that? How can I keep rolling that? 4-6. It's a double 1-2. It's a 4. So not a double, but Eddie Collins with his 4th hit of the game, 2 more RBIs. Smith moves around to third base, and runners are on the corners, and it's 11-0. Top of the 6th still. New dice, yes. Here, I've got some over here. Maybe I shall change them out. All right. Well, Meadows is done. So we're going to go to another pitcher, and we're just kind of Leon Cador. So we go Meadows, bench, Cador, yes. And there's a new pitcher to face Cy Williams, another right-hander. So we're just sticking with our right-handers in 11-0 game. Nothing on the Havoc. Here's Cy Williams. Oh, the white one fell off. So we roll it again. A 3-4 against a righty is a fly ball, left field, B, question mark, which means he could tag and go. Oh, wait, that was 3 outs. Okay, never mind. All right. Well, we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 11-0. Here's Johnny Gooch. Actually, Gooch has a limited number of at-bats on the season. So we're going to go ahead and put in our regular bat as many times as you want catcher. So pinch hitter will be Muddy Rule. And he will face Nip Winters, who I believe is still pitching a 1-hitter. Had a no-hitter, by the way, Emma. A no-hitter into the last inning when Sam Crawford broke it up. 3-7. Maybe that will turn things around a little bit. 3. Oh, and that is his column against lefties. A 3-7 is a single. So Muddy Rule gets his first look of the season and promptly rips a single to center. Cador is going to bat. The dice hate to yeah, right. They do right now. Hey, Emma, do you have your pitcher's hitting cards handy? I could not for the life of me. I don't know what I've done with them. I looked everywhere before the game started. Do you have your pitcher's hitting cards? I'm at work, unfortunately. Okay. Bummer. Who else is on? I see a second person. Who else is on? AJ, is that you? AJ. So upset. I don't know what I did with those pitchers hitting cards. And I remember seeing them not too long ago. Well, I'm going to go ahead and roll it and see first whether it's even on the pitcher's hitting card. Probably not. Here's the pitch. It is. It's a 3-6. So I got to find out what a 3-6 is. I have them online. A 3-6. On a number 7 card. Okay. I may be able to look them up here real quick. Oh, that's where somebody's selling them, which I might have to buy some more. I cannot find my cards. I don't know what I did with them. Let's see if they're on this Clinton Strat. All right. Oh, okay, good. Yes, a 3-6 is a ground ball, third base A, so that's gonna be a double play ground ball. Batter out, double play, 5-4-3, and with 2 down, it's back to the top of the order for Sam Rice. So I did find him. I found him on, just so you know, by the way, on this site called Clinton, like the old president, ClintonStrat.com. And he's got a page where he's got all the pitchers hitting cards, or he's got a number of them listed. And the one I needed was 7. It was right there. So I was able to look at it. Yeah, 7-3-6 is what it was. Yeah, third base. Oh, okay. I see. What are you looking for? Yeah, never mind. AJ found it. All right, here's 2 outs. Here's Sam Rice. The score now is 11-0. Because this one has just really gotten away. It's a 6-7 lefty. 6-7 is a single 1-9. Can Sam get his second hit of the game? No. To line out to second base for out number 3. So the Railroaders have come through with a couple of hits, broke up Nip Winter's no-hitter. And we go to the 7th, 11-0. Cador is pitching. Here is Babe Ruth. Oh, boy. A 1-8 against a righty. 1-8 is a triple 1-4. It's a 3. So the Babe hits one deep. It's off the top of the wall. It's not a home run. Rattles around in the corner. He wheels around second and cruises into third with a leadoff triple. No, Ruth did not hit one. It just kept going. I kept hitting bad rolls. 4-6. I hit that 4-6 a couple more times. Anyway, so Ruth with a leadoff triple. The Havoc roll is a 1. Cador is a wild pitch 2. It's a 6, so not a wild pitch. Happy Felsch. We don't have the infield in now. This went around back here. It's a 5-6 righty. 5-6 is a ground ball, third base B. Third if I had the infield in, which I normally do, and I had the out at home. Let's see. But it's the third base. If hit to second or short, batter out runner advance one. Otherwise, batter out runner holds. So he did have to hold because the ball was hit to third base, and he held. Good base running there by Babe. Didn't get himself thrown out. And with 1 out, it is Wildfire Schulte. 17. A 3-9 righty. 3-9 is this time a ground ball shortstop B. I didn't have the infield in again, and that time that will score him. So ground out, batter out, out at first, short to first. Ruth is safe. It's 12-0. Schulte with an RBI ground out. Oh, didn't need to roll that. Here's Baker. Too bad on this first one I couldn't have had like a barn burner that was close and everybody wanted to watch what was going to happen. 5-7, lefty 5-7. Second base X is Huggins. Huggins is he's a 1E14 with the adjusted error number. So it's a 7. He ranges it. E14 and 11. Double check that. E14. Nope, not an error. So they only scored 1 that time. And Nip Winters still on the mound. Bottom of the 7th. Here is Heilman. 4-2, righty, 4-2. That is a split roll single to 10. It's a 12. That's the way my game is gone. So line out to shortstop. And with 1 down, Ken Williams. Williams is 0 for 2. Not too many guys have hit, but there are a couple. 4-8, lefty, 4-8. He struck him out. And Williams down on strikes. And here's High Pocket Kelly. A 3-5 against a lefty is a clutch hit, but nobody is on base. So fly out center field. Batter out. And we go to the 8th. Kador out for his second inning of work. He'll face Honus Wagner, who is 2 for 4 in the game. 6-3, righty. 6-3 is a pitcher X. Just going to go ahead and roll it, and then we'll figure it out. He's a 2. So 12 is he's going to range it. His error is an E11, and it's a 9. That's not the adjusted number, by the way. So I'm just going to look at E11. There's no 9, and I'm looking at any of the other ones up from that, and there's no 9. So that's a ground out to the pitcher. And with 1 down, it's Earl Smith, who absolutely cannot hit a left-handed pitcher if his life depended on it. But he's facing righties today, so. A 2-5 is a single. So he's 1 for 3 now, 2 for 4. And that brings up Nip Winters, who is 1 for 4 himself and has an RBI, maybe 2 if I can remember right. 1 on the pitchers. That's not on the pitcher's hitting card anyway, and he bats left-handed. It's a 5-7. That is a second base X. He's a 1E14. Could have a double play here. It's not going to. Dadgummit. Roll all 3 of these again. There. A 2 is not going to be. It's going to be a G2. Which is going to be a fielder's choice. He's safe. Wait a minute. Undo. Ball in play. Ground ball. Batter out. No, dadgummit, that's not right either. Messing this up. You just score it and then undo it again. Ball in play. Ground ball. Fielder's choice. Oh, I'm scoring it right. Yeah, he's out and Winters is safe. Sorry. Kind of lost my focus here. All right, so 2 down, Winters at first, and it's Eddie Collins, 4 for 4 on the day. And he walked and scored another time. 5-5. Did we finally get him out? Cador strikes out Eddie Collins. Eddie they finally get him out. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Now, Winters is a starter 7, and this is the 8th. Thinking it's 12-0, he would probably stick with him. Keith, are you around? Or for now, we'll have him pitch to, who's he facing? Sam Crawford. (4-7) lefty, 4-7. He struck him out. He's not slowing down, that's for sure. Out number 1. Glenn Wright. 6-12.
What inning are you in?
Bottom of the 8th. (6-12) is a pitcher X. He is a 2E8. So we'll just go ahead and roll the error. A 4. I don't know. We'll check that. And a 10. Pitcher. It's a 4. He's a 2. It's a WG. So that's going to be, and it's not an error. So that's going to be a weak or ground out. And with 2 outs and nobody on, it's Miller Huggins. 1-6. He works a walk. I'd keep him in. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Huggins works a walk. He's not going to be going anywhere. Down 12. Here's Muddy Rule. Havoc is a 15. Here's the pitch. It is a 6-11 righty. That's a ballpark single chance. 1-10 in my park. And it's an 11. That's just the way it's gone. Line out. We'll call it the shortstop. And that ends the 8th inning. We go to the 9th. 12-0. Cador back up for another inning of work. He will face Cy Williams in this 9th inning. See how this goes. 2-6. Cador's a right-hander. 2-6 is ball hit on the ground to Heilman. Smothers it over there. Takes it himself. And that is out number 1. Ruth. A 4-8 lefty. 4-8 is a triple 1-2 or a single. It's a 15. So Babe gets himself another hit. Chalk up his batting average. Nothing on the Havoc. Here's Happy Felsch. A 4-6. God, that's that same one that just kills me. Oh, not this time. that roll though. Yeah, but this roll right here, I've rolled that like that's maybe the 6th time or 7th this game. Now, in this particular case, Felsch is a right-hander. Cador 4-6 is a fly out against a right-hander. It would be a walk on the other side. Fly out to left. But that roll against Pete Alexander is a double chance. It's a split roll double chance, but it is one, and it went very badly. I know. I can't believe I rolled that 4-6 that many times. All right. I'm definitely changing dice after this game. 2-4 for Wildfire Schulte with Ruth at first base. Schulte steps in. Here's the pitch from Cador. Oh, whoa. That ball is high and deep to right, and that one is not coming back. Schulte with a 2-run home run. And it is 14. Here's Baker. A 2-8 will be a foul out to first base. So mercifully, we go to the bottom of the 9th. Maybe we should have a run rule. 105 exit velo. Did you hear the bat sound? Did you hear my bat sound? Could y'all hear that? Let me know. All right, so pinch hitting. Pinch hitting for, yeah, you did hear. Okay, cool. For the Railroaders will be Joe Evans, somewhat of an unknown, but taken as Mr. Irrelevant, the last guy in the draft, and kind of turned some heads with what he's capable of. Anyway, he steps in against Nip Winters, trying to close it out here in the 9th. And it is a 3-8. And what does that mean on Evans's card? Oh, he's so killer in his 1 and 2 column. And that would be a clutch hit if anybody was on base. But no, it wouldn't, because he's facing a lefty. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Winters scoops it up, tosses it on over to first to Ruth. Ruth steps on the bag, 1 away. Sam Rice, 0 for 3. A 4-2 lefty. 4-2 is a ballpark home run chance. Well, in this park, very unlikely. To 19. Yeah, that's definitely not. It's got to be a 1. And even then, it could be robbed. So, anyway. Fly ball, batter out. 2 down, and we are down to our final out. Harry Heilman. Heilman's 0 for 3 this game. What was the laugh emoji for, Emma? Was that about my bat sound, or? All right, here we go. Look, that one stayed on. These two came off, so roll them again. Golly, the white dice. There we go. A 4-6. Righty. Oh, it's a potential single. 1 to 9. It's a 9. So Heilman gets himself his first hit of the season. And he's on at first base for Ken Williams. Havoc. 2 down. Down to their last out. A 2-11. And he puts one on the ground. Ruth smothers it over at first, walks it on over there, steps on the bag, and that mercifully is the end of the ball game. It broke open in the middle innings. It was close for about the first 5, but it broke open in the middle innings, and the Bustin' Babes start off their season with a bang and a 14-0 win over the Texas Railroaders. Hey guys, thanks for being on, jumping on. Sorry, I wish it would have been one that was down to the wire and everybody's hanging on to, oh, what's the next roll? Yeah, well, it's just one of those games. So I feel so wore out though after this one. I don't think I was going to try to roll 2 today, but I'm just wore out by this one. I got to take a break and recoup. All right, see you guys later.